Hey friends, now we see a controller here, so you know this is going to be a Halo video. And if anybody knows me, they know that I'm a huge Halo nerd. So, of course, it is time to talk about more Halo explorations. And Campaign Evolved just came out. It's available for you to buy today if you want to buy a premium edition on Steam. It's there. The build is public. You can play the game. But also, if you know me, you know I'm not just going to play the game. I'm going to go ahead and start tinkering with it because look at my blog. I talked about a whole bunch of undocumented APIs for Halo Infinite. So naturally, when I installed this game, the thing that I wanted to do the most is to find out if I can tinker with it and find any Easter eggs behind the scenes or under the hood, whichever metaphor works for you. So anyway, let's dive in and see what I found, because I did find something very, very interesting on my hunt today. So I'm going to switch here to my screen and I'm going to go ahead and launch Halo Campaign Evolved. There we go. It's just a Steam build and we're going to ignore the driver warning. I'll deal with it later. This is the public build of the game. I should right off the bat mention that there's nothing here that is not available to literally anybody that is getting the game from Steam. So regular build, you see it in the right corner here. I'm logging in my credentials. I'm linking my account. Again, if you've read my blog, you watched my previous videos, you know who I am. So if I go to the campaign, actually I'm going to use the controller here. So I'll go to new game, I go to legendary, and of course I have most missions locked here because I did not yet play the game. I did not finish it. So there's an oddball here, which is Truth and Reconciliation. But I'll get to it in a second as to why that is the case. So nothing too unusual here. All the stuff like skulls is completely locked because, again, I have not played the game. I have not finished the missions yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just quit because, again, nothing to explore here. But what I will do, though, is I will go to the local app data. So this is a settings folder that is available for most applications that run on your Windows machine. So here I have a bunch, but most importantly, there's one that's called Meteorite. This is the code name for Halo Campaign Evolved that apparently Halo Studios decided to ship as is. So we're going to open this, go to Saved, Config, Windows, and I have a file here that I created myself. It's game.ini. It's a file that just carries through some of the settings that I'll show you in a second. And it's labeled as .back to make sure that it's just a backup. The game is not going to actually read it. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this file and remove the extension so it just stays as an INI. And I'm going to open it in Sublime, and you'll notice that there's some things here that are very, very important to call out. And you can go to my blog and read more about how I found this and how this works and why it works the way that it does. But the gist of it is we're adding the debug menu settings here to make sure that it renders in the game. I'm not modifying anything in the actual build of the game. No dealing with binaries or hex changes or patching things. It just nothing like that. We're just looking at settings in the INI file. So here I have the enable debug menu default shipping. There's also settings for non-shipping, and they're kind of paired together. Again, read the block, you'll see why, but you can just copy paste this block here from line 16 to line 22 into your config settings in game.ini in the folder that I just showed you here, where you also have the game user settings. And that's it. That is all you need to do to enable the debug menu. And to show you that this is the case, we're going to reduce the window here and let's start Halo Campaign Evolved again. And once again, I'm going to ignore the driver warning. All right, skip through this. Press A, moment of truth and reconciliation. Okay, now if you look at the bottom action bar there's this option that says toggle debug options. That's the clue that the setting change that we just did worked. So I'm gonna press the button on the controller and notice that I can switch between debug level select. There's missions unlock, insertion points unlock, all skulls, DLC unlock, and terminals unlock. And there's also matching options to lock them back in. So let's look at campaign, and I'm gonna do new game, legendary, and you'll see the exact same mission state that we saw before. Nothing unusual here. But if I go back and press the debug menu button, now I can go and do missions unlock. You did not see any confirmation, but I just pressed the A button here. Let's go back to campaign, new game, legendary, boom. Every single mission unlocked and playable. And if you start on any of them, you'll get into the state that you saw me with, which is you basically have one mission in the middle that's been unlocked because I played it through this menu. So I'm going to back out of here. And also, by the way, bonus missions are also unlocked now. So if you go to campaign and do bonus missions, new game, let's go legendary. There you go. Heavy burden, the most dangerous game, and boarding action. You can just play them just with the help of the debug menu. There you go. Super, super easy. You don't need to play through the whole game. We're going to go ahead and press the lock button, and I'm just going to use the keyboard or mouse. So lock, make sure that we're relocking them. Let's go to collectibles, right? Skulls. Nothing, because I have not played the game yet. I have not finished it. I only started the first mission, so I have nothing here. No skulls. But if I go through the debug menu, all skulls unlock, and then go to collectibles, skulls, boom. Skulls available. Terminals, same. Nothing. Go to debug menu. Terminals unlock. Collectibles. Terminals, all unlocked. We can just see every single one of them. Fantastic. This is great. I love this. It's super, super cool that you can use this little Easter egg to just basically speed run through the game at your own pace, the missions that you want for all the using whatever skulls and see the terminals. I found this really cool. But also there's a debug level select here, which allows you to do things like test campaign missions and maps. Now, the maps themselves are not necessarily embedded in the game. I have not found the resources, so clicking on any of them does exactly nothing. There's no, there's some really cool names, I think, that suspect that this allows you to just test the map, like clouds, hog test, HLODs, cinematics, but it did exactly nothing when I pressed them. But campaign missions, on the other hand, so we can just select test game variant, and the missions themselves, by the way, are labeled through just standard Halo conventions. These are first mission, second, third, and so on. And then you have like the extras at the end, the E10, 20, and 30. But if we launch the very first one, it gives you basically very low gravity, so you can jump very high, and gives you camo. And I'll show you once we get past the very initial stage of us onboarding on this game. So we're just gonna...
Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief.
Wait a second, but look, I'm jumping. Oh.
Welcome back, sir. We'll have you battle ready status.
There's the crab Easter egg that we already knew about. That's like, right, the crab is like right there. Oh, just jumping. Skip calibration because I already know what I'm doing.
Send the Master Chief to the bridge.
Very easy to jump, low grab.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons diagnostics and
On the double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir.
On the
Skipper
double.
seems jumpy.
How about we
better
move
get
on the
moving.
double
We'll
here
find
so
your weapons
you
later.
don't have to do the tutorial every single time.
Running, at least.
Good idea. You better get to your evac group, Sam.
Affirmative. I just have to reset the
I wish there was an
computer and I'm
option to
outta here.
basically just like fast track it, open
They're
every
trying to
single
get to the
door.
Security.
But I guess developers had to
Intruders
test
in
this
Cryo 2!
themselves one by one anyway, so
Sam!
maybe I'm just missing an option. Surely there's an option to just basically skip through it or clip through the walls
Come
and
on,
get
we
to
gotta
where
get
you
the hell
want.
out of here.
This is probably the 10th
way.
playthrough I had to do through this to see what works and what doesn't. There we go. Okay, now we're just gonna speed run this. Go through all the doors. Go, go, go.
Enemy boarding party.
Behind us! They're right behind
Cross
us!
across. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Yep, just wait through this elite. Yep. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse
got
me.
hostiles.
Sorry, excuse me.
Captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. You better follow me.
Alright, excuse me. Again, still, I have no weapons here, so nothing to show you. Like, you don't know that I'm actually camo, but I am. We're gonna clear this out.
The
Boom!
Covenant have breached the command
Look at
deck.
that.
We have to stop them from taking the bridge.
Camo.
Cover me.
Still jumping very high, and still camo. And the grunts do not see me. Look at that. I'm camo. Hello. Oh, now they guess see me if you get close enough. But anyway, there you go. This is basically the debug menu. There's nothing. Unfortunately, like, I can't exit to the main menu from here. I just need to save an exit, which, I mean, sure. I don't know what state this is going to put my account in because I just saved it. But now I have options for like campaign remix, right? Because I can do like play lasso. Missions are locked. And actually, I think the campaign remix was a thing before. But I can toggle debug options and then go back to the menu, do all these things, and make sure that all these things are available to me very, very quickly. So thank you for watching this. Thank you so much for bearing with me as I was explaining and showing you this Easter egg. I think this is kind of cool. I, again, see this as one of those things where I love Halo and the work that is being done with the game and everything that they're launching. It's actually a very cool experience. I highly recommend you go check out Halo Campaign Evolved. It is available on Steam today as a premium edition. And Halo Studios, please continue doing such an awesome job with the API and the changes to the Halo franchise. I'm gonna just be waiting for another hard drive that's gonna come in the Halo Campaign Evolved style. This was for Infinite, so hopefully that's on my wish list. So thanks once again for watching. Read the blog post if you're curious how this works behind the scenes, and I will see you in the next one.